Hey, the beautiful evil.
Now you want mother side, no power for the side, hey, yeah, Shano, it's a walla, you crap, Linko music is not checking. What I let all your guy, schedule sway in the slide.
Throwback Thursday, good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your favorite evening talk show here in Ghana, The Dish, right here on MX24, coming to you live from our studios here at the Silicon Square in East Legon on the Boundary Road. A big shout out to DJ Viruski and a big happy birthday to you, Viruski, wherever you are. Today is your birthday. We're wishing you long life, more money, more girls, you know. I do this with a man, DJ Wallpaper, whose birthday is not today, but he's the assistant birthday boy, you understand? So, Wallpaper, what's up?
I am not the assistant birthday boy. I am the real birthday boy.
Hi, God of mercy. Hi.
I have 3 birthdays.
Okay, that's fine. How are you today?
I am fine. How are you doing too?
I'm okay.
Today so you're looking at me some way. Why?
Because we hear me shikakaraba low-key. After the show, we'll deal with it, so it's okay. But you guys know that we are here to have an interactive show with you. We're here to talk about all the trending issues related to our real-life situations and seek opinions or share ideas on how to go about it and solve these problems. And you know that from now till 9 p.m., we're just here to get interactive. So send in your comments, your views, opinions, and thoughts on our various discussions, and we'll do well to read it on the show. Soon our guest is going to join us, but for now DJ Wallpaper is going to take us on a music break, and you know it's Thursday, so it's Throwback Thursday. Enjoy some great music.
Messiah, Christiana, Christy, Juliana, Charlie,
Anna. Honey. Honey. So all those of you who are sending messages saying, say, I am only a better dancer when I'm seated, no. It's not a problem. Yesterday, the dance I gave here, no. People didn't see. And you probably didn't see. That's why you're sending messages that Ofriwa is always sitting. And dance. Star girl, don't come and attack me. Because if you come, I'll block you. That one there is straight up. You know, I'll block you right away. But you guys know that without you, the show is going to be perfect. So, as we welcome our guest, I'm welcoming you once again to send in your comments, your views, your thoughts and opinions on the various discussions we're going to have here, because we're doing this for you and it's very, very interactive. So send your comments, your views, your thoughts to our WhatsApp number, and then we'll do well to read it out here. But for now, it's time to bring in my beautiful, gorgeous guest. And tonight, our entertainment prefect actually has been boiling. She's been boiling and now boiling.
Balling.
Okay, so she... If you said boiling, if you said boiling,
She's
which
not
is
lifting.
which? What?
It is balling. It's not boiling.
Boiling.
Yes.
That's partying.
You ball. Yes, balling is partying.
So it's not boiling.
No. Boiling is for
Okay.
lip tea and...
So, you see how much of a savage he is? He talks when he's not supposed to. And when he's supposed to
Really?
talk, he doesn't talk. He doesn't say the right things at the right time. That's my
let me
beef with
attack your
him tonight.
set.
But she's been balling since morning, and she's yet to crown it up. And later, she'll go and crown it up. Kwata elsewhere. But it's time to bring in our entertainment prefect of the dish, and that is the beautiful Dorothy Cornelius, TV radio personality and actress, and she's also a marketer, so please contact her for business purposes. It's very, very necessary. Wally, we're ready to bring in our beautiful guest. Okay. What? I believe you know you're in my palm right now. You know? Yeah. Okay, so we just leave it at that. I like it when I'm in, I like it when I'm in total control like this. But
why are you like this?
Welcome.
Thank you.
You look really peng. What's the occasion?
My cousin from my dad's side. Yes. I was this year, no. Why ready? Why? So we went to marry.
You went to marry?
Help him marry.
Did they ask you when yours is going to come?
I'm going to say they are praying that next year. It happens.
Why do they do that? Or when you put someone's wedding invite, oh, I feel say now also.
They keep saying that. They said next
Nah,
year.
Saying.
It will be God's time, so I can't run away.
Amen, amen. Oh, but I actually see it, you know. I see it written in the skies that a year by this time,
I receive it.
You will be of the market. We also going to escort you get married. Say amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. If the needful is done ahead of time.
Yeah.
But we are here to have great conversations.
Yep.
And we thank you for joining us even after a long day.
Yeah.
We are so grateful you're here. Tonight we're going to start off with traveling as a solo female. This is something I do. Because sometimes you want to take a break. Well, I used to do it before. When my account was...
Good.
Was like...
Was.
You understand? I work here out at Jamia.
Hey,
So right now
Tony.
it has
Yeah.
done what? You're looking nice.
Right now,
Pink.
it's as slim as myself. I think I'm even fatter than my account, but it's okay.
You're not correct. You.
But then, you know, sometimes you just want to take a break, want to take some time off, and leave the city to maybe a rural area or a rural setting, a calm place with a cool ambience.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know why people is looking at me like that, but you just want to have some lone time just to think and reassess things and then come back and meet all the noise and the hustle in Accra, you know. And traveling alone as a woman, it seems like it's not always the thing to do, or it's not always as safe as we hope it is. But God being so good, I'm sure none of us here have experienced anything of the sort, because I haven't had any ill haps on any of my trips, solo trips, I mean. But what do you think about solo trips, and do you think it is even safe for, as a woman, to take a solo trip?
Well, me, the farthest I've been to is Nigeria, and I couldn't. I came back the next day because I couldn't.
How do you want to go to Nigeria alone?
I mean, no, I couldn't. No, I went to Abuja. It wasn't a bad place, but I don't know.
It's busy.
I don't know. The generators keep making noise in your ears. I couldn't use any of my phones because I didn't have their SIM card. So it's like, so you have a Wi-Fi, it's dead, and I couldn't connect. I mean, I was thinking too much maybe. So the next day now,
you were back. But why were you there in the first?
For tennis. Well,
okay.
Yeah, back in when I was doing my service at the airport, yes, we used to have that.
Okay.
Well, like that's how you get to travel out, because you can't go alone. Even though you are there, you need to be supervised, because I've never traveled out. And I know with us, we don't really discuss it. I don't, unless you are from a DB family or whatever you call it. Yeah, you want to talk about it. But mostly, if you're on your own like that and you're talking about traveling, Ghana here, they see it to be luxury. So sometimes the first time you're doing things, you might never know much. So it's like you have to discover it on your own. So like that's what I was doing.
It's interesting. Yeah. Most of the time, as a female, if you want to take time alone and you say you're traveling or you're taking a trip, someone thinks it's sponsored by somebody.
Yeah, that's what I said. We don't have those kind of conversation. Nigeria is a very big place. People actually take flights in and out to different states because it's very far if you're going to use bus or anything. So to them, flying is more like a necessity. But here we don't. Recently, the domestic thing, not a lot of people use it. Most of it
sit in the bus.
So those kind of conversations, maybe unless, like I said, unless you are born with that and it's normal. But if you're trying to later discover you love to travel and you keep having this kind of conversation with people who don't really do that, they also help with that fear. Because they put so much in you that something can happen to you and all that. But if you're with people, because I've had several invitations to come back that I'm not scared anymore, because you have them. I'm like, I'm okay. If you come home, we'll do this, we'll do that. If we want to be safe, we can do this and do this and do this.
Right.
For it to be, so you have to go to a place where you know there are people there. There are some places that you cannot go to and everything. So when you come, we can lodge here. You can even check the place out. Online or ask around if you have any friends around too, so you can see familiar faces. So I feel like it depends on the kind of people you're having a conversation with when you want to travel by yourself. Of course, definitely too, it is unsafe sometimes because around the world is, So mine is that solo Miriam and Huakono. I feel it's bad.
I'm actually planning
at least
to
tell
go,
somebody, your parents, somebody, even if
I
not
know where to find you or look for you if anything comes up or happens. Right. So Wally, you are a guy, so I'm not even going to ask you about solo trips because I know you do getaways a lot. But how safe is it for a woman? Do you think it's safe today? Because back in the day, of course, a woman can be alone by herself, travel wherever she wants to go. Once she has what she needs, she's okay. But in recent times, with all the happenings that we hear of, robbery here, murder here, all these things, do you think it is still safe for a woman to take a solo trip, and why, if not?
It is not safe. Even for a guy, it is not safe to travel.
Okay. Alone.
Unless you have a point person there, or you're going to meet someone, or you know someone there that's going to handle you, it is not safe. I've had bad experiences, not once, not twice.
Okay.
And I wasn't even alone. I've had terrible experiences. So I wouldn't advise any female to travel alone. When you are traveling, make sure at least you have a guide there, you have someone there you can take everything from before you make a step.
Okay.
If not, as a no, it's not worth it.
I see. I see. So that, Dorothy, I'm coming back to you. All these things we've spoken about, right? Clearly, we know now it's not safe with events happening currently, right? But what are some of the risks that you think we open ourselves up to as females who travel by ourselves?
Yeah.
What are some of the risks you think we open ourselves to?
You can be kidnapped. You can be sold, especially when you're going to a place where you can't speak the language and they so know you're a foreigner.
You're new.
Yeah, so and you don't know much, and like you said, if you don't have anybody that at least can guide you,
Right.
a familiar face, if you're not lucky, I realize you sit in the car, you think you're going to point B, they'll take you somewhere else, and that's it. And that's it. And sometimes, too, if you're going to places, sometimes you have to read about them, the place you're going to, especially the sports. Sometimes they have history, so you need to do the necessary thing by in like at least looking up
the place.
Not because you're all going to Maldives, so you just pick your bag and just at least just to know a little bit about if something should happen to you. Maybe it's a number you can call, or it's a police station nearby or something, and not going to the remote places when you know maybe you can't even speak the same language with those people. Mostly you want to have these adventures. You want to go to the remote places and do all those kind of things, and sometimes it's good, but like I said, you don't know the culture over there. You don't even know some of the things you're not supposed to do
when you're out there.
So sometimes they might even punish you by doing whatever thing to you because maybe you've defiled some of their rules. Especially those people that like to travel a lot. I feel like wherever you want to go, you can read
even
about...
in our own country here, not necessarily outside of Ghana, right?
Yeah, you can read about... Like I said, don't hide it. I know with us, we don't talk about traveling much because you feel like, oh, it's a bad omen. Or telling somebody you're traveling, they might be jealous. We have so many things for why we do.
Sure.
Yes, but I feel like at this point, it's very necessary for you to talk to somebody. Talk to people. So at least maybe if they hear of maybe hurricane or anything coming, they can actually alert you because sometimes you don't know. Like you said, what if the place you're going to is hurricane prone or whatever? You might never know. So read about it and tell people. If you can also maybe link it up with somebody also who's so going to where you're going, so you can actually have a girls trip. Move together. Try to get somebody with you and everything. But like what people said, it's better if you have somebody there
who is going to be a guide.
And they can also tell you the places that are dangerous. Like if you're coming to my country, I'll tell you Tudu is dangerous. Yes, it's the most dangerous place in Accra. Yes, at night you can't walk there by yourself. Even men are not even safe, then you the woman. So at least I will tell you, Tudu there, when everybody is there. Not in the night, dress and you are there with your bag and holding your phone. Somebody they don't know, they know you are not part of, you don't live there, so there's something can happen to you. Or don't pass by Gempa Road in the evening. There are some places, so these kind of things. So if you can actually maybe read about it, ask questions, you can have somebody, or maybe go to places where people have also visited, so they can give you the spots you can actually go that are safe. But if you won't be because you want people to say the ball, you won't come back again.
You didn't say boil, you said ball.
Ball,
Okay, it's
okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It is not boil. You are not Lipton. It is not boil.
Let's move. I don't know why people are corrupting me this evening, but that's fine. So, ladies and gentlemen, we also want to hear from you. Do you think it is safe to take solo trips, especially as females? And let us know if you've ever had a solo experience, if you've had any negative thing happen to you, how you went about it, what it was about, and all of that. Let us know. And the men as well. Now it's general. It's not just to the women, right? How safe is it to travel solo? And sorry, if you've had any ill experience, let us know about it, share with us, and let us know some of the extra risks you do take on note before you travel as a solo traveler, right? Let us hear from you. This one is not quick a traveler, but I'm sure we can even listen to that because we are all travelers one way or the other. But then, can we also say that this is general? Is there a way to do to solo travel safely without having any sort of extra luggages or extra people with you? So you're doing this by yourself. Can we do it any safer? Is there a safer way to do it aside informing people about what you're doing? What else can you do to make sure that, okay, this is what you wanted a peace and quiet, you went out there by yourself, you got it, and now you're back?
Yeah, to me, I'll tell you one tip. Go to a place where they speak your language. I mean, because me speaking something else, I'm nervous. I overthink stuff. So what if what if you are selling me and I don't know? So me, I'd rather go to a place where at least they speak a bit of English.
Something you can understand.
Yes, or pay for a guide. Pay for somebody.
Can you trust these guys?
No, but at least you're asking me, you still want to do it. You still want to take the risk. Day in, day out, you even go to places where you know people cry, they mafia you. So, yeah, so somebody will tell you that I'm adventurous, I don't mind trying. I mean, the white people, they do all the time. They come here, they don't know anybody here. But at least you can speak English. So they can actually maybe speak the broken ones with you and you understand where they are coming from. Or maybe they always make sure they're at places where there's a crowd. Not like one corner be
secluded.
Yes, I feel like maybe if you want to go to places where it's a bit crowded.
Okay.
Where maybe something is happening to you, and also have like a spare phone, something, somewhere, a code that when you send to somebody, the person will know there's something wrong. I don't know how Africa, like US, after that, they will come and look for you. But Ghana, there. Police follow. You see, that's the thing. But I feel like with that, you can have a code, standby, and always make sure you have money on you. So when it comes to whatever,
you're able to sort
you can run and pay for whatever. That is the little advice.
That's true.
Yes, or try and learn a bit of the language, at least the insults. Or when they are saying, take it away. Those kind of little two words. When they say it, at least
you run or something.
You run or but just make sure you are always at a place where you can see people.
Okay.
Because at the end, if it's in the crowd, it will be hard for them to maybe just take you or something. But if you're running and you're always in hiding or going to parties where you're not even invited, don't go to such places. I feel like if you don't know anybody there, like you want to or take drinks that you don't know, they tell you is this or this. No. If it's not poured directly in front of you or you don't buy it, don't take it.
You don't even
because sometimes you go in nicely, but because you were drunk, they whisk you and they take you away. So just be mindful of what you drink and what you eat as well. If you want to try. Go to those. But if they're serving you something you are not sure,
don't
trust your gut, trust your instinct. Don't take it.
Right. So on that note, we're just going to go for a very quick break. When we're back, the show still continues. It's still The Dish right here on MX24. Stay with us.
Need the best of in-depth analysis, top personality interviews, trending and breaking news all come your way. I'll be serving you with football conversation, life-hearted, lifestyle-related conversations, all on Off the Cuff. Join me, Derek Aim, this and every Monday to Friday between 4 and 5 p.m. only on MX24 TV.
Welcome back from that break. You saw The Dish right here on MX24, bringing you intriguing and life-related conversations. So bringing your comments, your views, your thoughts on our discussions, and I'll do well to read them on here. So a few coming in for our very first discussion. I'll do a couple, then we are on to the next discussion. Good evening. What I want to say is that people nowadays don't want to hide to advise, but it's very important. So always think I want to hide it so that it would be a surprise traveling, but it's not a good thing. At least let few people know about it. Okay, but you didn't add your name and where you're texting us from. Hello, this is Sheriff all the way from Savannah region. I love the energy you guys are putting on the show. Keep it up, thank you. And you continue to say, okay, I will say many people embark on solo adventures to find themselves. True, like me. I always get lost in Accra and explore their identity. Being on your own will also make you realize that you don't need someone else to make you feel whole. Being alone is good for the soul and can even help you manage problems of depression, anxiety, and stress. Hey, Sheriff, you're a prophet. Thank you for your message. Good evening, Oferiwa. This is Coach Alfie. You're looking amazing tonight. Thank you very much. I think we need to be security conscious, especially in this era. It will actually depend on what kind of trip, but I will agree with Wallpaper that you shouldn't travel alone if you are a guy.
Wow.
He continues to say, I know of a lady who was kidnapped when she secretly traveled to Dubai. She couldn't understand their language, so they kept transporting her around while abusing her. Let's be guided. Can you imagine? And they come in Nah, that would be something else. Hi, I'm Philo, and I think it's not safe to take a solo trip when you're a female. The world is not a safe place anymore for a lady to take such risk. Okay, Philo, thank you very much for your message. Okay. MX24, I love what the DJ is doing. The old vibes he is playing is dope. From Wesley Micah, and you say happy birthday to Perpetual from Western region of Ghana. Asawinso is the name, so check. Hey, wait. Two more and we are on to the next discussion. Good evening, my dear. It's not good to take solo travels anymore. It's very dangerous, as the lady was saying. Her name is Dorothy. Many people do that, especially females. It's very risky. You can be killed. I'm Christabel from Bono region, Drobo. Thank you, Christabel. Thank you, Christabel. Thank you very much. Okay. Good evening. This is Philip. How are you doing? I texted you on IG, but no response. Oh, Kafra, I'm so sorry. I'll reply after this. So you see, I'm here. I don't have my phone, so please forgive me. Solo traveling is really not safe for females and not even safe for males. Why? Because even moving out of town, even moving out of your town or country, there will be a lot of things on your mind because you have no protection, nobody to accompany you. Anything bad can happen to you. I have friends in Nigeria who really want to come over to Ghana, but they are afraid because they might be raped or kidnapped.
Wow.
Like a whole lot. So it's not safe for everybody.
Ghana.
Anything can happen to anybody. Don't take a risk you can't stand. I'm surprised Nigerians are afraid to come to Ghana.
I know, right?
Anyway, who am I to say what? Now we are moving on to our next discussion, and that is sexual education of the youth, or sex education of the youth.
I don't know why my badge, we get sex too much. Why?
Yeah.
Anytime I come on, we are talking about sex.
Some of sex.
Yeah, then I thought your life.
Because you like sex.
Oh, no.
You don't?
What other things?
You don't you like sex?
No, I don't. I'm a virgin.
So, viewers, we are in a society where sex is... Hey, it shocked me.
Let's move
I had
on.
to. It's okay.
Soak it in, breathe in, out. You ready? Let's move.
We're in a society where sex is almost a taboo when it comes to talking about, especially with parents. So between parents and their wards, they feel like sex is a no-go area. Forgetting that these children know much more than what they think they know. Because what do they know? But what do you guys know? You flip, you hang, you do things.
Hey!
People today, the youth today know far more than what their parents know. And it is sad that these parents think they can actually hide it from their children. Also. So recently, there is a video that circulates on the internet. I think it's been since Tuesday or Monday. I don't really remember. Of a 10-year-old girl whose parents allege that she was raped by her schoolmates. A 10-year-old girl who have been raped. So I don't want to see the video, but those who have seen the video have all come out to say that clearly that young lady in that video knew exactly what she was doing because she seemed to have taken over the whole act and was giving the boy. So it wasn't rape, but probably the parents feel embarrassed. This is a 10-year-old girl, you know, so they can't. How do you say your daughter knows this much? And that's where I come in and I'm like, and these are students. They were out on a school trip, on an educational trip. And this happened in one of their rooms or one of their dormitories. And they don't share, both male and female don't sleep in the same room. So how she got there, all these things just tells you how learned this young girl and her peers are, you understand?
She's a gangster.
She's a gangster. Eh?
Mama G.
So I think this thing has been very, very dicey from even when we were kids. You know, your parents feel some type of way as telling you about sex, telling you about your period and all of that. A few teachers will teach you. Just a few parents will tell you about it. My mother will tell you, hold this flower, squeeze it. So you squeeze it. What has happened to? Oh, it's spoiled. It's destroyed. That is what will happen to you if you let any man open your leg and take off your panty and da. She won't go straight to the point, but at least she's made you know that you are some sort of a flower that is precious and you need to cherish it. She won't give you the basbos as you want. Sorry, you want. But a lot of parents neglect this topic at all. Even when the teacher teaches in school and the children come home and want to ask their parents about it, they even brush it aside and say, when you go to school, your teacher will teach you. I'm not going to see, you understand? And so these children learn from their peers. And we can tell that in a class of about 30, say 5 people are exposed to these things because they live in neighborhoods where they pick up these things on the streets, broken homes and all of that. And just one bad nut is enough to, contaminate all of the nuts, right? So imagine if your ward is picking up these things from outsiders, children of their age group. They feel like, okay, is a thing. If my mother can't tell me about it and my friend is telling me about it, my friend knows about it and introduces it to me, then that is fine. And I don't even need to tell my mom about it. You understand? Is there ever an age or a time or a period in the life of a child, a youth, an adolescent, where we can say, okay, this is the appropriate time to talk about sex with this child?
To me, I feel like when they are old enough to understand, not like you said, it depends on how you say it. Maybe your mom did the flower illustration because at that point you wouldn't understand so many things.
What she wants to
say. It depends. Like I said, women or parents, we are well gifted as to how you connect. Only that, that child is not your child, cry. We still find a way. There's no written formula. You can have that conversation with her today. Tomorrow she'll be pregnant. But you think you've done your due diligence by telling her, oh, this is that, this is that. It's different. This particular one like this, I'll not be surprised if somebody had done it to her.
Have you seen the video?
Yeah, it's nasty. I didn't even finish watching it. It was the way I was hurt because I can't wrap my head around that she's just 10.
So then what I feel is someone at home
is doing it to her.
Has done it to her and has made her feel like, yes,
that is what is supposed to be done.
It is normal.
Yes. And Ocean Oya on the midnight because when they went to sleep, she got up and realized that
went to the boys' room.
Went to the boys' room and said, so I'm watching it. Or that I have run the drawers, how much in the time. So she's also going to do it. If she's not getting, then she'll go and look for that male person and do it. And you can see that she's doing that. When they are little like that, they learn so fast.
Yeah.
They learn so fast. So right now I know the mother is now regretting and saying maybe what is happening because you don't even know. It can be their businessmen and women, both parents,
to even
tycoons,
be around the
there's
child.
A maid that is looking after the child, or they've left her with somebody else, or she has a routine that she follows. When you see her, she's okay, there's nothing wrong with her, then she's fine. Then you move on. You don't talk to her that much. Oh, but are you okay? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Because at the end of the day, somebody is also talking to her that if you tell anybody, you will die.
Yeah.
I'll do something to you. What? And at that time, no, she's not menstruating, so you can do whatever, and she won't have babies.
Yeah.
So by the time you realize, say, someone that's impregnated, that she has been doing the act for so long, and at that time, they don't really know much. So what you feed them is what they act on. So this one is about the parent now doing their homework. Find a way to talk to this girl because it can be she also won't tell you because somebody has threatened her somewhere. Or
probably they made her feel like, so if she enjoyed it and they tell her, if you tell mommy or daddy, you're not getting it again.
Exactly. So in a way she's addicted to it because you know how long it's been going on. Maybe it started 10. Look at, if you see, like she was the one initiating. Some of the boys were even uncomfortable.
Oh my God.
Like truth or dare no. On your drew or say day, you do a day, you do say, hey sister, 10 years.
You've seen the video and that's what happened.
The guys were uncomfortable because the point is like, and she's only girl. And when they spin and it comes to her, she still say day. She still say day. And you bet there or bet with her full chest. It's not like she's shy. So this one is about dragging the school. I'm not saying don't drag the school, they didn't do well. Because that's at 12 and you two, you're a teacher. You should wake up and also make sure. Yeah. So understand, by this point, you coming out and blasting the school is not going to help. Right now, you have to take your child out of the school. Welcome her.
Find help.
Let her know. Because it can be right now, she's even addicted to the sex. Right. Because when you don't know how she's going to, put her in a room and see. Let therapists, whoever, actually keep a close eye on her to see what she does when she's alone, when she thinks she's alone. Huh. Because it will be hard for you to get a name for now. Because she also did a video to come and say it's her. Yes. Oh, one blogger was like, the girl actually said yes, her. She's owning up to it.
The little girl?
10 years.
Dorothy, you're kidding. Like
10 years. And I realized that 10 on your collab, see what she's doing. So mine is, you can have that conversation with them. But are you monitoring them? Because you can say she's smart. For her to know exactly what you do, she's a bit smart. And for them to go on a school trip, I was sure.
Yeah, like out of the country, you know.
You know, meaning that you also from a well-to-do home. I mean, for you to actually take your kid to a school where you can have these international things, meaning that, and the kind of friends she's having, you might never know. So mine is, you can have that, there's no age for you to have that conversation. Unfortunately for right now, it's 10. She's 10 and she's doing this, so you need to have it.
Now.
However you're going to do it, you need to take her out of the school. If open your homeschooling, because or some you know the bear 15 now. You can't stop
That's
it.
True. I agree. Wallpaper, do you think that right now in our world today, right, we are quickly evolving. We talk about the world is evolving here and now and everything. Do you think education, protection is better than a young child not knowing what to do or knowing what to do?
When your kid starts noticing right from wrong, just have the conversation. Because age 10.
10.
For real, what were you doing at age 10? You were cooking in a milk tin.
Let me piano tie.
I was a car manufacturer at age 10.
Oh, you manufacture car.
Ideal milk.
Yeah.
To do cars.
I mean,
age 10. See, it's just bad.
How?
I know Gabby was bad, but not like this. Gabby, you have competition.
Papa said master.
Papa said master, you have competition.
But I feel we may try to make light of the situation and all of that, but this is what has come out and we've heard about it. How about the ones that are being swept under the carpet? How about the ones that parents and teachers decide that, okay, if this goes out, it's going to be an embarrassment, so let's just cover it up. Yeah. What happens to the children? How do we sensitize these children to know that this thing you have is your dignity, is your pride? It is what will make you proud one day to say that, okay, at my own will or at my own time, I did this and nobody took this privilege away from me. Nobody took this pride away from me.
But you are saying it, but you are doing something else. You are saying it and your husband is abusing you and you are shouting, your child is seeing it. What? No, you have to live. You have to live by example. Because I think they are smart. They pick up things. Not what you are telling them. What they see. What they see. And trust me, they are so fast that when you get bruises and you are trying to hide it, she sees it. She sees when daddy is shouting or mommy.
Yeah.
So mine is, if you the woman, if you're in that environment, or you the man, maybe you're in an environment where you've married a guy. I won't say just the woman, because sometimes the men, when they remarry, their stepchildren also suffer. I mean, you getting a stepmother, the mother might maltreat them or whatever. I don't know. But I'm saying that when you're in that toxic environment, you can't advise and still be in it. You can't be there and your husband is beating you left and right, and you think after crying and come and tell my child this is not allowed. You think the boy will look at you. Practice. So you need to leave that environment. If you want her to understand or take what you're saying real, you have to. If you're in that, leave.
Right. So this thing just came to mind, right? We have situations where parents are not well-to-do, so then they can only afford a single room, and that's where they sleep and live with all their children, right? So when the time is due and they want to get down or whatever, children are there, but they can't do anything about it. Do they starve themselves? Because the children are there. So what do they do?
Staff. And then don't they go to school?
Daddy goes to work. Mommy is also selling.
Because then they don't have the luxury of doing this in the evening. What would you do? Then go and rent a room and do it for 15 minutes and come back.
No.
So but they'll get up, they'll go to school.
Okay.
Saying here was how you want to do when they are not there, not when they are not around. So on your men, they are breathing heavily.
Wow.
Or not so be the bear and all breathing. We said that's what my mom.
Why you breathe heavy?
No, I'm just saying because the children are there. You don't want to.
I'm for baby.
No, what I'm trying to say, you are telling me their children are there, but you want to do it. But you are thinking you are hiding it by breathing.
What they are doing it why you breathe heavy.
I'm just saying, don't do it.
Answer the question, young lady.
No.
For a virgin, do you breathe heavily?
I'm a virgin. I don't even breathe
how
at
do you
all.
know
Okay, so I've seen the messages that are coming through. Some are quite interesting, and I'll be getting into them very soon. I don't know what breathing heavily comes to play in all this situation, but if you have an idea, just send your comments and let us know. But moving on to our next discussion is struggling to pay school fees.
This matter.
Everybody has been there at the point. Yo, we're torn popcorn at your fees. What's it? But at the end of the day, we still gotta leave and we gotta move and see more grace to everybody who is going through this phase right now. This too shall pass. So recently, it's in the news that several students have been deferred from university after failing to complete tuition payments in time for graduation. That's sad. That's very, very sad. I can actually feel their pain. And one such student has shared that initially he used his money for a business venture that he expected to actually reap a profit, but it did not go through. Charlie, and so he didn't get what he expected to get, and that's why he didn't have enough to pay his school fees. And I think that's a smart person thinking that, okay, I could actually invest this here, make some money. So even before I'm out of school, I've got something going, and then out of the profit, I can complete school with it and come back and get a business to go. So that's what happened to him in particular, and that's why he couldn't pay up his fees. Though he took now he's taking accountability for everything. He's owned up to his actions, but he still feels that others should have been granted more time. I don't know. Do you think that schools should be more lenient when requesting school fees? I remember when we were in school. If you hear your name, go. Have you seen that video? That's
say, but
video.
my mom.
Go. Like, honestly, we've all been there.
Oh, yeah,
sometimes the fees number, where do you?
Oh.
Now you say, oh, sir, please, my brother said, go home. Now, if you go, what are you going to tell your father or your mother? Because you've been given the money. And there are instances where you don't have the money at all. Exams is approaching. But, of course, you are not running away. You pay. Charlie, do you think schools should be lenient when it comes to taking off fees or demanding for fees, especially with final year students?
Yeah, I feel like it. Or they should actually also set up kind of work they can do.
A plan for them.
For them, they can do like what they do overseas. Sometimes the person is maybe, I won't say a waiter or waitress, but there's a bar in the school where the person can work. So instead of maybe giving the person the money, you actually maybe if he's owing you, actually use that to pay up. I think that would make up for it. But in school, for my time, there was something like other work. You need to go and look for the job. And even with that, it's on contract basis because you don't have any degree or any certification for them to give you any kind of job. So it was really, really hard. And I understand them. It's also an institution, and they also need the money to supply you and also pay the lecturers that are paying you. So if you are at both ends, you also would think what you're doing is not right. They need to run because they have these lecturers that are teaching. They need to pay them because it got to a point they went on demonstration. So sometimes the school fees, so sometimes the school fees you pay them is what they also used to pay these lecturers that will come in and teach. So I understand them. Maybe they have been lenient too. Instead of me, say maybe after you are graduating,
you bring it.
Yeah. So me, I don't know that. I know that the 10, but I know university is a bit okay. You can pay some, and when you're about to write your papers. you
or
pay
probably
the rest.
even if you don't have it, maybe when you're coming for your certificate or something.
They should have. They can do it that way. But I think nowadays people, that kind of work that we do, somebody can work without certificate, you know.
You understand?
And I feel like they need the money because of the COVID situation, and now things are not really as it is. So it's like almost someone here is kind of there. So what I would suggest is what I was saying. They should actually find ways and means to give work to people there. At least a month after, maybe after the lectures. For some time, and whatever the person is going to get, instead of giving it to him or her, use that to clear some of the debts. I feel like that will be better. That would be better. If you're giving a student loan, I mean, there should be institutions that might, or be him being a tutoring assistant or something. So that kakra, instead of giving it to you,
it goes.
Because we do so many things back in school, even with these SRC things, and every money comes in one way or the other. So why don't you find a way? Not everybody can do it. People can actually look for their own job and pay. I'm saying the ones that are having that issue, the problems. Why don't you create jobs for them instead of giving them the money? You would use that to pay off whatever thing they have, or allow them to pay in installments, or let them know. If they knew after graduation or whatever you're going to defer, I think that would have made them go look for the money.
Would have tried more.
Yeah, because defer, they're meaning that you've passed, though, but you go back and go and write again.
I think this kind of situation can make, especially the ladies, do things unthinkable. And I think
because imagine
that's quite harsh. But what paper do you think that students, especially when we're about graduating or about graduating, have the tendency of wanting to invest their last minute money, or fees into some business to secure their future?
It is mostly betting. They use the money for betting.
Then they'll come and say kunkra.
Say kunkra.
Hey, God.
With schools and school fees, I believe school is also a business because teachers need to be paid, electricity, all those things, whether being government or private. So with schools demanding for school fees, it's fine. But what I don't like is the way they punish students for school fees. If the person doesn't have the fees, just sack the person, go home. Education is not going anywhere. When you have the fees, you come back.
Yeah,
I had an incident after SHS. So I went for the 4-year system. I wrote NOVDEP when I was in the 3rd year.
4 years. Papa?
No problem. I wrote NOVDEP when I was in the 3rd year. And then my uncle convinced me, I should apply. Might come out good. Then he paid for the application. My parents, everybody forgot. Then in my 4th year, admission came. And I didn't want to go to school. My parents were like, say abadie, what do you call? I went to take the letter, and then we saw the fees, and everybody was like,
and they're trying to cry.
And they're trying to share, master, so I had to start working to support them. They paid for the fees. I paid for the hostel. Yes, it will come impromptu, but if you are determined, you find a way.
You find a way around.
And deferring a course is not something like something as
but
bad
this
as
is a final year student that is graduating.
Yes, you can graduate the next year. It's just deferring a course. Uniskana, don't stress yourself.
Hey, no.
This is not risk at all.
Oh dear. So we have just 2 minutes to leave. Let me do some messages so viewers don't attack me. Hey, you guys, let me remember the first time I had sex. I was in class 4. Hey! And it was so sweet too, because the girl relaxed and gave it to me. Oh my goodness.
This is bad.
But you know one thing I love about this girl? She's not dating me now, but she comes and give. Okay, I'm not continuing with this because
next message.
Next message. Shout outs to you guys. You're doing a very fantastic job. I like your discussion about struggling to pay fees. I day at Enchi College of Education, and they have sacked me, saying if I don't pay my fees, I don't get a mattress. Now I'm sleeping on the metal bed, sir, from Western Boss. This is sad. How much is a mattress?
Papa ni bi abenya. Normal
one there. Papa ni bi ana say anything for the boys right now. Like, please send back a message. Let us know. This is really like, how do you go to school?
You sleep on a metal.
So it's not on and you are saying kunkra, so you're okay. For you, some of the guys use their fees to stake bets. Hey! And what pays me the most is that they don't choose good teams like Chelsea and Real Madrid, but going for Manchester United.
Oh my goodness.
Who is that?
This is someone saying. I feel it. Hi, I'm Josephine from Tamale. You guys look beautiful. Thank you. Students go through a lot when it comes to payments of fees and others. Some can't even attend class. Some can't even pay attention in class, you mean? And it's very, very stressful. I can only imagine. It's below again. For you, this school fees thing, I'm still at home due to my inability to pay fees. My father is late, so you can imagine. You guys should give me a job. Oh, did you want to employ her?
The only job available is for her to say kunkra.
And how much will you pay her?
How much will you pay her?
So she will stake the bet and then she will say kunkra.
Hello, good evening. Nice program. Keep it up. As for the fees, as a day here, I'm really passing through it. I'm a final year. I'm in my final year, you mean? And we are starting exams just next month. The school told me this time around, no mercy. I am taking care of myself. But since last year, there's no business for me to do now. Since the work I was doing collapsed. Right, D? I just need 800 cedis to do registration. My name is Joe. Why are you guys making this show emotional this evening? Wow. So clearly, education is actually dealing with people in this country. Every other person is going through so much, but I feel like this evening it's clear that students are actually going through it and they can't even talk to anybody about it. And it is sad. It is sad. Our time is up. Our final words, and we are out of here.
Okay. So, mine with any of the topics.
Yes.
The school thing, I don't want to talk about it. It's so disheartening because at the end of the day, what I would say is, university, there's no time to it. So sometimes if you need to defer, take your time out and go and work before you come back to school. Trust me, there's no age to education. It's better than doing something out of desperation than it totally bounce back or you get some consequences you're not ready for. Because there's every action, there's a reaction. Because if you're not thinking well and somebody brings in anything, you might think that is the solution for you. By the time you realize you're even in hot waters. So mine is if you can't and there's nobody who can help you, or you why you be in year, please. If you have to defer and go and work, please do. It's not SSD. It's kind of hard because that one.
Yeah, you can't.
You really can't. So that one. Ask if you're in a church, if you are in any organization, whatever. Please don't be shy to ask. If you're in a SS, please go to your church, go to your pastor, talk to anyone, to that your auntie that is annoying you, anything, and I know God would actually see you through. But if you are in the university, please, you are old enough to look for some kind of job and do, because that one you are old enough to even have kids. So no one will really mind you. Before you go and do something, and you go and say kukra and it doesn't work out.
Okay, guys. So we are done and we're going to see you same time. So I'm sending so much love, hugs, and well wishes to all the students out there. I pray God helps you and sees you through. What, Papa? You said something. I didn't hear you.
I didn't say anything. I just wanted to wish everybody a very, 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 very prosperous Friday to the weekend.
Very, very what?
Prosperous Friday to the weekend. And don't forget to say kunkra.
Okay, guys, so we see you same time tomorrow with Booking Pen edition of the dish right here. My name is Ofrio. I did this with Wallpaper and Dorothy Cornelius. Good night.